Want those games?
This J.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where you.
Hey,
Oh, thanks. You want me to pass it down? It's 6 o'clock now, and I don't.
Okay.
we won't get out.
What is this?
Just so you two know.
This can't blow a bubble.
Okay.
Is this take one and pass it down?
Dry.
It's 911.
What's that for?
Put that up here.
I don't know.
This is Bristol.
Yes.
Brad, did you put this up
Oh,
here?
this is Mark's. Mark can't be here today. So,
Oh. Oh, okay.
This is his report.
Yeah.
his report.
Oh.
Okay, this one's
Never mind.
done and over with. Is this in here?
Okay.
And you got your, for to pay the bills? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am that.
This is on so I can see it. Resolution to pay the bills. That's good too. Alrighty.
You got the new one, Karen?
What's that?
You got the one to pay the bills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. We ready, guys? My phone.
Karen, did you need me to make copies of this, or did you already
I
do
made
that?
copies.
Okay.
I'd like to call the meeting. Oh, you ready, Terry? Yes. I'd like to call the meeting to order. If you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Trustee Todd Boyd,
Here.
Treasurer Clee,
Present.
Trustee Leverett,
Present.
Supervisor Miller,
Here.
Trustee McIntyre,
Here.
Clerk Triplett here, and Trustee Burt.
We skipped over the moment of reflection. We'll have a moment of silent reflection now. And want to keep in mind, I got notice today, one of our residents who was, she and her husband were very involved with the township, George Finch, who passed away a year or two ago. He and his wife were heavily involved with the Crime Watch, which is now called Community Engagement. And George was a code enforcer for a while, and Betty was involved with elections. She passed away today. So as we take this time to reflect on our blessings and much to be thankful for, please keep her in your memories. Thank you. So additions and deletions to the agenda. I just checked with Deputy Clerk to make sure if we had or had not approved the road projects for 2025. And the Road Commission sent over an agreement for us to approve, so I need to add that to the agenda. That would be action item J, is the 2025 road improvement projects.
Is that last?
Yeah, it'll be
the
last.
two
That's
pa-
fine.
Yeah, the last 2 pages?
Yes.
3 pages, got it.
Well, actually, I think there's 4 here.
3, yeah. Plus
Both
that.
sides?
Plus,
Yeah.
yep.
Alrighty. So we'll move on to public, oh, no, we have to do minutes, sorry. Are there any corrections to the minutes of the last meeting, September 8th, 2025? Hearing no corrections, all those in favor of approving the minutes from the September 8th meeting signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? That stands approved. Move on to public comment. If you'd like to address the board, I'd ask that you'd come to the podium and give us your name, and you'll have 3 minutes to address the board.
Good evening, Board. My name is Kimberly Hughes, and I've been down here before about a water bill. However, I did call and ask that I be added to the agenda for this evening because I was leaving work to come down here. So I don't know how you want to do this or how you want to talk about it or whatever you want to do. Tell me what I should do.
Go ahead.
Okay. I bought a house. I spent $45,000 for it. And I had a title company. I had a realtor. I I had a broker, everything was in line. It's not like I just jumped out and bought it. And part of the proceeds of what I had to pay for was for the water bill and the taxes. I came down here before. I needed time to pay my portion of the water bill that was on illegally since 2021. And I paid that. I did what I said. I'm not a liar. I do what I'm going to say I'm going to do. Well, I was looking at my taxes to pay them the other day, last week, and that other part of that water bill is put on my taxes. And I just don't feel like that's fair to me. I talked to title company. Title company said that they paid the portion of the bill that they were given to pay, and they paid that. I don't know how or what to do about this, but I know that I shouldn't be held responsible for those taxes. Of course, when I had a title company that took care of that and did what their end was supposed to do. So that's the bottom line. I don't know how you want to address it. I'm willing to listen or open, or but it's on my taxes, and it's making my taxes extremely high, and I do not need it on there.
So the last time we spoke, I talked with the director of the water department. I know you appeared before the board, and they gave you a reprieve on what was owed, so you wouldn't be turned off. We gave you some time to pay that. I've called Kevin down to make sure that the payments have been made, because I'm not sure. However, we could not find a payment from the title company. I know you had a title company help you with the closing of the house, and you had a warranty, at which point we've told you they guarantee that that's taken care of, and it wasn't taken care of. It is on your taxes, and if the title company can prove that they made the payment, maybe we can talk, but Kevin, can you come up here? I got some questions for you. But we don't have record of the title company having paid. And so Kevin McIntyre's here. He's the director of the water department, and I'll ask him the questions.
Okay.
Sit in the hot seat right there, Kevin, will you? So you're familiar with this situation with Miss Kim Hughes having purchased the house. She's appearing before the board because there's a question of a past due water bill that got certified to her taxes. And we've had a lot of conversation. I know we gave her time to pay. I asked you when we checked, has her title company made a final payment from the previous owner?
No, well, I couldn't find any payment from them. They said they made a payment, but I couldn't track it down. And if they paid something, I don't know what that amount is or where it got applied, because it wasn't put on her account. And there wasn't a final bill ordered until much later.
So I know this isn't typical of public comment time, but we need to figure this out. I'm going to ask our board realtor here. Typically, on a closing of a home, if you've paid for a warranty, the title company should take care of this, right?
Yes, all outstanding. All outstanding
So
bills.
if they made a payment, I'd ask that you'd get a copy of that payment
Right.
and come here so that we can figure this out, because I know you want to get this taken care of, so do we. But it's a debt that's owed from the previous owner. You now have taken over the house, and the water bills, unless you have a landlord affidavit, because this is not a rental, the bill stays with the house. So that's, at this point, it's not our obligation to pay that bill. You say you don't have that obligation, but that should have been taken care of by the title company. So at this point, I don't know if the board's in agreement. I would ask if you could bring a receipt of some sort from your title company that shows they made a payment.
And I will go out there first thing in the morning.
Okay.
I will go first thing in the morning and speak with them regarding this payment that they made. And I will try to be back here.
You can come next Monday. We have a work session, so
Okay.
we can help you then also, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Sorry. All right, anyone else who would like to address the board?
Ralph Lewis, live on Conway Street. I have a complaint. My complaint is I know MTR is our pickup company for garbage, yard waste, and recycle. And they do a fine job. However, I got to complain because every month I take my yard waste out. They may not pick it up. Twice this month they have not. Last week they didn't pick up my recycle. And this happens every month, and I guess I just need to know, who do I need to complain to about their lack of service?
So we do get complaints, but when you consider the number of pickups, here again, this is public comment time, but anyway, you can call the township, we can call MTerra. A lot of people will call MTerra themselves, but we have a representative, Dan Garman, who helps resolve situations.
Okay.
I called him, or, well, he called us today, and I let him know our recycling didn't get picked up either. And he told me that it took them a day and a half to pick up in the township. There are times when garbage doesn't get picked up, and they are supposed to tag it, whether it's the garbage, the recycling, or the yard waste, because there's specifics. Like in recycling, you can't have styrofoam, you can't have pizza boxes that have grease in it, you can't have loose grocery bags. So they're supposed to tag it for the reason why they're not picking it up. But they were behind, and they were training new people, so we had a bit more. We usually get 0.001% complaints out of all the people in the township and the number of pickups. But there was a bit more complaints this last time because they were training new people. If you have an issue, you can always call the township, our main number, and Rose will get that taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, thank you. Would anyone else like to address the board? Last time, nobody else would like to address the board? So I will close public comment. We'll move on to reports. Well, that was something I was going to report on, for part of my report was one issue is garbage. Now, we all know that we're supposed to have the garbage out to the curb by 7 a.m. You can put it out the night before, but we don't want it out all week. Nobody wants to look at that. And we ask that you would bring your garbage cans in that day that they pick it up and not leave it there through the weekend, because no one wants to look at that either. If you have something that's been missed, now I will say, you may be used to having the garbage company come right at 7. They pass right by my house, 7 on the dot. But sometimes if they do go a different route because there's new people, it might not be till later. So just leave it out, and typically they will come and pick it up, especially if you've called us to let us know, hey, it's 5 o'clock, they're not here yet, we'll make a phone call. But I will say, again, if there's something that's odd, if the trash can weighs over 50 pounds, they're not going to pick it up. I tried to explain, and I don't think I did a good enough job, because when I read the article in the newspaper, it didn't sound right. When you throw garbage away, they want you to put it in a garbage bag before you put it into your can. They will not pick up your trash if there's loose garbage. You can't use your bin just to throw garbage in of any sort. They want you to put it in a bag first and then put it in your can. They won't pick it up and they'll tag it. They're supposed to tag it. Yard waste is either going to go in a bin labeled yard waste on both sides so that they can see it coming or going either way, or in the brown bags. You can't have that in plastic bags. And they don't want you to bag up your recycling. They want, yes, garbage, no recycling. They want the recycling loose so that they can see what's in there. Again, they won't take styrofoam or pizza boxes or
Meyer and Kroger bags, just.
yeah, the Kroger grocery, well, not just Kroger, but grocery
any type
bags.
of grocery.
And then there's other items. We have it listed on a piece of paper out here in the lobby, and you can find it also online on our website. So there's the do's and the don'ts, and again, if they haven't tagged your stuff, your garbage at the road, then leave it there and they'll get around to getting it. If they have tagged it, it should state a reason why they haven't picked it up. So I think that was clear as far as our garbage pickup. The next thing I wanted to speak on was the many complaints that we have received from a company called Metronet. So what I know is there are 3 companies digging in the right-of-way. A company called WOW, a company called Metronet, and there was one, a third one, was it Frontier? I can't remember.
Frontier.
Frontier. So the one that you see out there digging is Metronet. And in order for Metronet to dig in the right-of-way, which is at the end, most people, they have an easement. There's a right-of-way at the end of your property that is next to the road. They have to go to the Genesee County Road Commission to pull a permit to have authorization, because they have to meet certain requirements. They have to have that permit from the Road Commission. And the Road Commission doesn't get on the phone and call us every time someone pulls a permit. The Consumers Energy has a perpetual permit. There are times when people are digging, I'll see them up on the trail, and their truck is on the trail, and I'm thinking, this could cause a problem, especially if they're digging underneath the trail. I have to ask them who they are because we don't get notified who's pulled a permit. And it's hard to get an answer when you call over there. So anyhow, we're not always notified. However, we did do some research and found out it's MetroNet who's doing the digging. Furthermore, we were having a staff meeting on Monday of last week. We had a lady from 811 come in and tell us it's an ongoing project through Genesee County for the next 9 years. So I have her coming to our meeting October 6th to talk about that. A complaint today we got, somebody was complaining about the yard being dug up by MetroNet. They called MetroNet, and MetroNet told them to call the township. I don't know anybody at MetroNet. I don't know what their plan is or where they're digging. I see them on the road, but they do not get authorization from the township to dig in your yard. They get it from the road commission, and they have to call 811 to make sure the flags are placed. She's going to tell us when she makes the presentation, Stephanie from 811, how long the flags are supposed to, you can't move those flags, and she'll tell you the length of time that they get to stay there, but that's for our next meeting. I'm just going to say, we're going to post on our website the links to the company's websites that are digging in these right-of-ways so that you can call them. You can call us and we'll call them, but it's not the township. The township hasn't authorized anybody to dig in the right-of-way. I've talked to the road commission to tell them people are not happy that companies are parking in their driveways or on their lawns or digging up and not restoring well. There's been several issues, so we'll take those complaints and we'll send them to the road commission, because what I found out this last week is they're responsible to go out and do inspections. I didn't know that. But anyway, you can call with a complaint, but the complaint's going to go to the road commission, or we'll direct it to MetroNet where those people can do something, but the township can't. They can't do anything about it because we didn't give authorization. But we will post on the website the link to MetroNet, and wow, I pulled that. I didn't pull, what was the other one? Frontier, I didn't pull that one, but we'll get that on the website. So that's the information I have right now. That's my report. Madam Clerk, do you have a report this evening?
I have no reports this evening, no.
We'll move on to Mr. Treasurer, do you have a report?
Just one update. Excuse me. Trustee Vert had asked last board meeting for the updated on the investment interest earnings, and we're working on all of that. Kevin and I are. We haven't been able to pull everything together, but I'll hope to have it by Monday's work session for you. And I have one item on the agenda, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there trustee reports this evening, Mr. Leverett?
All I have to say is that my heart go out for all of the families that lost people in this here terrible violence that we've been having in America. But nevertheless, let's pray that we come together. The scripture always talk about a family that prays together will stay together. That go for all of us. So let's keep that in mind. I've been surveying the areas in the township about these weeds growing up in the road, and seem like some people are paying attention, and some of the residents, I say people, but they're residents. But we have to make sure that we are mindful of our own, and when we hire these people to do these different functions for us, let's make sure that we follow up to them that that's what they're supposed to be doing. The inspection teams that you just mentioned, the supervisor just mentioned about them coming out and looking and surveying or doing whatever they do, inspecting the area before they put these here lines in or whatever. I had a crew to come out, and I talked with them the other day, and they told me that that's what they were doing. And I trust that they're going to give that type information to all the other areas. But I took the liberty to go out there and talk with them and find out what they were doing, and that's what they were doing. They're digging for the Frontier Wow and Metronet. So let's pay attention to them, okay? But we certainly thank God for all of the, let me see, it was, I heard Supervisor Miller say that the lady that passed away,
Eddie Finch.
okay, also one of our residents, lifetime residents, passed away, Mr. Gene Nelson. And he's been a lifetime friend of mine as well. And let's keep the family in prayer.
Any other trustee reports? Thank you. This way? Tunisia? No? Jenna?
I just have a little one. So this past weekend, we had another one of the Clean Streets, Safe Streets pickup. We had 6 people come and we picked up 17 bags of trash. So I just want to thank everyone who consistently comes out. You know, it makes you feel really good. You get to see the difference that you make, and it really does take a community. You know, we talk a lot about like the blight, and so it really is nice to kind of come together and work as a team to really get everything picked up. I want to thank Mark Showalter for picking up all of the bags of trash for us. And then this one might be our last one for this season. There may be one more in October. That would be on Mill. And if that does happen, there will be more information about that as soon as we figure that date out.
So a couple of things we found while we were out there are 3, would you call them encampments? We interrupted someone sleeping in tents on property off of Taft, and the police shoot them away. They weren't happy about that. And then there was a couple other places. So we're working on that because I don't think it's safe. We have people sleeping at the bus stop. I've contacted MTA. They're going to put up signs for the police to be able to enforce no loitering. They're going to fix the shelters, the trash, the carts. They're going to dispose of them if the Target on Miller Road and Sam's over here, Walmart, if they're not collecting their carts, they're going to throw them out. And as far as here I'm going to tell them, so I tell them anyway. The island that's on TA Mansewer and at Starbucks, we have put some grass seed down because the grass has been beat up and dead, and we're going to do the whole island and rope it off and ask that people stay off of that. I know that people fall on hard times and you have the right to panhandle, but you don't have the right to impede traffic and being in the road. On Miller Road, I called today, called in someone who's a pedestrian on the freeway to have them move because it's not safe for them. So the things we see when we pick up trash, there was a lot. There was, like I said, 3 different encampments that, thank you, Mark, who's going to write an NOV to the landowners and get that cleaned up, or we'll do it. Thanks for that report, Jenna. Trustee Vert?
Nope, I'll let her do it.
Oh, okay, thank you. We'll move on to staff reports. Tracy?
Just a couple of things. I have several things on the agenda, but just wanted to mention, a couple weeks ago, I went down to Lawrence Tech to do a presentation, to do a pilot project with them, for them to do a corridor study for us in the Bristol Road CIA. I did hear back from them on Thursday that they're accepting our project, so we'll be working on that. Also had a meeting with the chair and vice chair of DDA discussing blight and how we can move forward with that. So we're discussing those issues. The supervisor and I have been working on some other issues with that. And then I have several things on the agenda. I think I'll leave it at that for right now.
Thank you. Chief Wengler?
Thank you, Madam Supervisor, and good evening, Board of Trustees. Since last board meeting, the police department has responded to 1,391 total calls. So included in this number is 926 primary calls, 465. So on average during this, again, 2-week period, officers responded to right around 99 total calls per day. And just I had a few highlights, again, over the same 2-week period. On Wednesday, September 17th, at approximately 7:45 a.m., Genesee County 911 received calls about a man lying face down in the grass alongside Ballinger Highway between Van Slyke and the I-69 overpass. First responders arrived on scene and pronounced the man deceased. Investigation has revealed that Thomas Carroll Taylor of Flint was walking along Ballinger Highway when he was struck by a vehicle. This vehicle did flee the scene. Investigators collected evidence and are actively searching for the vehicle that hit Mr. Carroll Taylor and fled. Anyone that may have witnessed the crash or has any information is urged to contact us. Detective Weber is the lead investigator in this case, or Crime Stoppers. And then lastly, last night at approximately 11:30 p.m., a 47-year-old man was traveling southbound on I-75 between Bristol Road and Maple Avenue. This man rear-ended a bobtail semi-truck, so it was not pulling a trailer, it was just the semi-truck itself at a high rate of speed. This impact forced the semi-truck across all lanes, through and over the median wall, and into the northbound lanes. The debris field, which consisted of cement, fuel, oil, and vehicle parts, was spread at least a few hundred feet on both sides of southbound and northbound I-75. Both lanes in both direction, or all lanes in each direction, were shut down for approximately 5 hours during the cleanup. Alcohol is believed to be a contributing factor on the behalf of the driver of the van that hit the semi. He was taken to a hospital and admitted for injuries. The female driver of the semi-truck was also transferred to the hospital and also admitted for her injuries. And just to highlight some partnerships in this, again, the freeway is closed for several hours. We would have not been able to accomplish this if we didn't have the help from the Michigan State Police, Genesee County Sheriff's Office, Metro Police Authority, Grand Blanc Township Police Department, Flint Township Fire, Mundy Township Fire, and Grand Blanc Fire. And that's the end of my report, and no action items for the agenda.
I don't expect that you have a report. I asked you to come here in the spur of the moment.
I don't have a report, but I'll remind everyone, we're going to cover budgets in our next meeting, so be ready to talk budgets.
Thank you. So Assistant Chief Raleigh couldn't be here this evening, but he did give the board a report. I'll draw your attention to that. They had 61 calls, 8 structure fires, and 4 vehicle fires. The department is in the middle of annual hose testing. Each year, each section of hose is required to be pressurized and tested. And the Genesee County Water Department has begun their fall hydrant flushing. They will be flushing the hydrants in the township over the next few weeks. So that's the Genesee County Water and Waste Division who flushes those hydrants. So if you have any questions, you can always call us, but that's what's going on over the next couple of weeks. Anybody else? John, you said you don't have a committee report, but we're going to approve the Genesee County Road Commission agreement to do our roads. We have to get a permit. Anyhow, I thought so too. I had Tracy look. She didn't seem to find it, but it can't hurt. So number 9, Mr. Chair. Mr. Treasurer.
I'm sorry, thought you were still talking to him as the chair. Everyone should have received information, whether it be electronic or here on your table, in a motion to approve the payment of the invoices in the amount of $30,124.96. In addition, we acknowledge the payment of the invoices and the distributions of tax in the amount of $5,325,021.99. And this is authorized by the board's purchasing policy. That is my motion.
Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second it.
Are there any questions for Mr. Treasurer?
Yes, I know, I didn't see, I'm like,
Hearing none, Madam Clerk, roll call, please, to approve the motion to pay the invoices in the amount of $30,124.96, please.
Trustee Burt? No. Trustee McIntyre?
Yes.
Supervisor Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Leverett?
Yes.
Treasurer Clee?
yes.
Trustee Todd Lloyd?
Yes.
And Clerk Triplett, yes. Thank you.
Thank you, board. Appreciate
you.
that.
Are there any correspondence,
Say more
Madam Clerk? Or informational items? Someone wants that car.
No correspondence.
We move on to new business, action item A. Did you want to say anything on that, Tracy?
This is the site condo approval. I did send out the maps to everybody, so you could see what it was. It's just condoing off one building and part of another. Mr. Wilson is here from Communities First. If you have further questions about what that is, you did have the Planning Commission did not recommend approval, but you had the letter from the attorney who did, so there you go. That's the information I have. If you have any further information, I think it would probably be Mr. Wilson could answer for you better.
Hi, Mr. Wilson. So we have a request before us. Well, actually went to the planning commission. It's to split the one parcel into different parcels. That's this request here.
It's to split the main parcel into, and then 2 smaller parcels, correct? I believe.
Yeah, so basically what it is that you still have the main parcel, but when it comes to condoing, for ownership purposes, you have to condo it out so people can have their portions. Other than that, basically the parcel map is the same. The condo is just something that has to be approved. So it's more a legality format, but nothing really changes, as far as, how the things are structured. Just the condo is just a legal, simple format of just condoing out space so people know what's in their particular condo area. So it's a normal course.
Alrighty, so a motion is in order to move forward, and then we can ask some questions. Would someone like to make the motion to approve the request? The application for the specific parcel 07-25-400-031.
Township Attorney.
Yes, are you making the motion? No. Someone's going to need to make the motion, please. Anyone?
Okay. I'll make the motion that it be approved. That it be,
The site condominium application
right,
to approve that?
right.
Alrighty, is there a second to the motion?
I'll second it.
Go ahead.
So we have a second.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now we have questions, comments, discussion. So we have a recommendation from our attorney as far as the legal issue, and you have that before you. He made some suggestions. He has no issue with the master deed and the bylaws that will go along with the condominium division. He made some suggestions for modification. The developer declined to do so, pointing out that state law filled in the gaps that he wanted expressly stated. While he prefers specific terms over inferred ones, his preference does not rise to the level of objection. Therefore, he recommends approval of the master deed and the bylaws as written to approve the application. Are there any questions on this? I know we had talked about it going back to the planning commission the last couple times it came before the board. And there was minutes given to us by the planning commission that, what were they, Barb? Do you have them?
Nobody ever showed up to the meetings to talk about it or anything. Is that what you
That was one. Well, they recommended denying, and was there 2 reasons why they did that?
It's because, I don't know what it,
Oh, they didn't have enough information.
there was nothing. There was 0. No information, and nobody to talk to, nobody.
So their recommendation was no, and it comes to us to make the final decision. And in order to make the final decision, Mr. Wilson is here to answer any questions.
And our attorney did suggest
Recommend.
that we
Yes.
recommend that we do it.
Any questions for Mr. Wilson?
And I'll just say this, we would have been here, I think, we thought we were getting a notification. I don't know if they sent it to the wrong person. Tracy and Dennis got it worked out. But since we got notification, we've been to the last couple of meetings. So I'm not for sure what happened, but, when she lets us know, we definitely show up. So we've had somebody here the last couple of meetings once we found out. So we weren't not showing up for any particular reason to not show up. That wouldn't have definitely not been our intention.
Okay. Any questions this way? No? Any questions this way?
No.
No? Alrighty. Madam Clerk, roll call, please, on the motion to approve the site condominium application for parcel 07-25-400-031 as recommended by the township attorney.
Treasurer Clee,
Yes.
Trustee Leverett,
Yes.
Trustee Burt,
No,
Trustee McIntyre,
Yes.
Supervisor Miller,
Yes.
Clerk Triplett, yes, and Trustee Todd Lloyd.
Yes.
Thank you all.
We're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Yep, no problem. Anytime.
Action item B, Mrs. Tucker. It's the Bristol
I'm reading
Road
the minutes.
CIA budget.
Bristol
Let me
Road
go back to
CIA.
the other way. So this is the 2026 budget for the Bristol Road CIA. Just for new people, the way the system works for the CIAs is we do a draft budget, we submit it to you all for review, and once you approve it, then it goes back for adoption. Pretty much everything has stayed the same in our projects, except for, if you look on page 22 of your packet, that has our projects. You'll see that the corridor study, we did put some funding in there of $13,000 in case we have to help the college in some manner for travel and that type of thing. And then they have also, they have also added $10,000 for the blight control, trash pickup, and code enforcement. So the entire budget for next year for their projects is $110,710. Their total budget, hold on, let me go back here.
146, 193.
Yep, 146, 193.
Motion is in order to approve the Bristol Road CIA budget for 2026.
Clee would move to accept the resolution for the 2026 Bristol Road CIA budget as presented.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Questions or discussion?
I have a couple questions. Have they thought about paying back the loan? Are they paying anything back on the loan?
Yes, they have been all along, and they are,
Isn't it?
there is, if you look on the loan interest, that actually has the principal included in it as well. So it's 13,398.
Instead of 11.
So on that note, is there a reason that the loan can't be paid off? Because you have enough money in the budget.
They've decided to continue paying at their contracted rate, so
When did they decide that?
when they do their budget. I've asked them several times if
This
they
is a
want to pay it
draft, we're approving it, then it goes back to them for approval,
for adoption.
adoption. So at that meeting, they can add that to pay that off?
They don't want to pay it off, so they're not, they want to continue on the way they're doing it. I've asked them. Well, I asked them at the beginning of the year if they wanted to do that.
It doesn't make sense to me if they have the money, why they'd want to continue paying interest, but I'll bring that up at the next meeting.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
The
Go
other
ahead.
question is that I'm still confused by the study and why they're doing it, and why they're paying to have it done. I mean, to me,
We're
it
working
doesn't-
with the school, we're not paying the school to do it. That's why we were working with the school.
Okay.
This is just if we have to help pay for them to come up to travel up here or something like that.
Right, but at the meeting, that wasn't clear. You know, it wasn't clear that you might have to or you might not. They hadn't said yet. Those-
Right, because we hadn't even,
Correct.
we didn't know if we had
Right.
gotten it yet.
But I still don't understand, I don't know what a study's gonna say when it's very obvious that what needs to be done, and it needs to be cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't.
Well, there are
I don't
additions to
understand.
being cleaned up. I mean, we're looking at, transportation needs like the sidewalks and that kind of stuff, if lighting needs to be put in, anything like that. We have to make more plans for the corridor than just cleaning up the blight. That is part of the, I mean, there are several different aspects to creating a better area, right? One of them is the cleanup. They've addressed that with they're going to have their own blight enforcement for the corridor. And then the other steps are what else can we address in that area that'll make it a better quality for the residents there and the businesses. But they have to have a strategic plan of how they're gonna do this and how they're gonna pay for it, because they are starting to get funding in, so they need to have
Right, but I
what
think some-
issues need to be addressed.
Some of those businesses over there too should be really asked what they can do with the little mini grants that they have. A lot of them aren't taking advantage of it, and a lot of them have said they've never received a letter.
Right, and 4 of them took advantage this year, and they're gonna continue that on next year as well. They had 4 designated for this year, and 4 got done. Well, the last one is just finished.
Okay.
What were the 4? One was Michelle's Chocolate, one was Clee Flags, what was the other?
Yeah, Grand Blanc Auto Group.
What'd they do?
Did theirs. They did their parking lot.
Great.
Clee Flags did their parking lot. The auto place, oh, I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head. The one on Van Slyke by the Baptist Church, they did their parking lot, they resealed it. And then the 4th one was is it Scissors Express? I believe it's the name of it. They had a culvert, or not a culvert, a manhole that had dropped. And so they got that repaired. It's actually done. They haven't sent me their final stuff yet, but that part of the project is done. So those 4 took advantage of it this year.
Alrighty, any other questions, Trustee Vert? Any others here? This way, any questions? No. So Madam Clerk, roll call please on the board authorizing the Bristol Road CIA budget for 2026.
Supervisor Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Vert?
No.
Trustee McIntyre?
Yes.
Clerk Triplett, yes. Trustee Leverett?
Yeah, yes.
Treasurer Clee?
Yes.
And Trustee Todd Lloyd?
Yes.
Thank you all.
Next is the 2025 Beecher Road CIA budget amendment.
Right, and this is just to show that the public safety millage came in and went out.
Yep.
That's basically all the amendment is. The auditors wanted us to show that physically, so we needed to do a budget amendment to, for that purpose. And it's the same way, a budget amendment works the same way as our budget. We have to do a draft budget amendment, and then we bring it to you, and then it goes back to my board for approval.
Do we have to do a roll call? We don't need to if it's just going in and out, right? All those in favor of approving this resolution signify by saying aye. Aye. Done. Action item D is the 2026 Beecher Road Corridor Improvement Authority budget.
So this one is for Beecher Road, and the total budget is $67,154. And they too included extra funding for blight enforcement.
Yep.
And then they also included some extra funding for a sign. They do not have a sign in their area. And I'm working right now with McLaren and the Hospitality House, see if we can use part of their property to do that. But that's what we're working on right now. So the total is $67,154, and that includes the $69.90, which is the loan and principal payment.
Someone make a motion to approve this budget, please.
Motion to approve the amendment to the 2025 Beecher Road.
We just voted on the amendment. This is for their budget, right?
This is for the budget for Beecher Road.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh, I heard you say amendment.
Oh, because the amendment was first.
That's the next one.
So we did the budget amendment. You guys just, wait a minute. We're off somewhere here. Hold on, just a second. We did the Bristol Road Corridor Improvement budget, then we did the BECIA budget amendment. Oh, they're in different order. Okay, now we're on the Beecher Road budget. Okay, yeah, we're okay.
Motion to approve the 2026 Beecher Road Corridor Improvement Authority budget as amended.
Second. I'll second that.
Any questions or discussion?
One question, Tracy, real quick, I'm sorry. Under holiday decorations and signage, it went from 35.5 to 15.5. Is that where that sign that you just referred to? I want to make sure everybody knew that's where it was picking up at. Yep, got it. Thank you.
And I'd ask the same question here too. They've got enough funding to pay off their loan that got them started. I'll have to ask that at their next meeting. Okay, fine. Anybody, any other questions? No? Madam Clerk, roll call, please, on the motion to approve the 2026 Beecher Road Corridor Improvement Authority budget.
Trustee McIntyre?
Yes.
Clerk Triplett, yes. Trustee Burt?
No.
Supervisor Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Leverett?
No.
Trustee Todd Lloyd?
Yes.
And Trustee Clee?
Yeah, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, man, I'm all over the place. What is it?
Now it's the Bristol Road, now it's the Bristol Road budget amendment.
They
There we go.
changed the,
I don't know why they got in.
Beecher?
they changed the acronym.
This is same, is this for public safety thing also?
Yeah, same thing.
And it's just moving it from one place in the budget to another, is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
just move
So
it.
all those in favor of approving the amendment to the
We have to do
2025
budget.
Bristol Road CIA budget line item 252000810.1012, public safety as an expenditure in the amount of $29,493.58, signify by saying aye.
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 Did we have a motion?
We didn't have a motion.
That's okay. You guys just approved it. We do that with the minutes, too. Now we're on to action item F. Is the zoning ordinance amendment.
This is just a first reading, so there's no action. It'll be published in the paper this week. This is the zoning ordinance amendment to go along with the solar ordinance we did. Is Chapter 10, Division 10. It creates a principal uses permitted energy facilities, solar energy facilities, and energy storage facilities. And in Chapter 14, Division 15, mixed use category, it makes special land uses for the energy facilities, solar energy facilities, and energy storage facilities.
So that's our first reading, and it's listed online, it's posted online.
And it'll be posted in the paper this Thursday.
Alrighty, we move on to action item G is board appointment. You have that in front of you. I need a motion to approve Robert Florkowski to be Chair of the Civil Service Commission.
We would move to it.
Term expiring 7/2031. And I just wanted to recognize that
Do you want to get there after we have the motion so you can talk about it?
we can't, but it's the reason. Okay, go ahead, make a motion.
Move to accept the motion to appoint Robert Folkowski as the Chair of the Civil Service Commission, term expiring July of 2031.
Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second it.
Thank you. So the reason we're doing this is, as we know, Judge Don Rockwell was and served as the chair of the civil service longer than I've been here. It's got to be 20, 25, 30 years. I don't know the exact date,
That's funny.
but it left the position open. Mr. Florkowski was willing to step up after having served as vice chair for so many years, and he learned a lot from Judge Rockwell. He's willing to do so. And he'll finish the term out, or is it a whole 6 years? It ends in 31, so it's 6 years.
It is 6 years, yeah.
Alrighty. Any other questions, or you worked with him, didn't you?
I did both.
He's a good
both
man.
over there and down there for my term, my 4 years on the Civil Service Commission as well.
Alrighty. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the appointment of Robert Florkowski as chair to the Civil Service Commission with the term ending 7/2031 signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? That's approved. And let's see who's around here to see when his term ends. Next is action item H,
Wow.
is Text My Gov. Did you want to say anything on that, Tracy?
This is a system that Kevin and myself have been meeting with these people, and I think, Karen, I think you sat in on one too.
A little bit.
Manny, did you sit in one with these?
At the beginning.
Yeah. So basically what this is, it's a texting system so that we can text information out to residents. We looked at as possibly for sewer and water to send out reminders that they have a sewer and water bill will be coming due, and, you know, when that'll be, especially since we have a system that's 3 different cycles. And then we can also use it as the DDA for, like, if we have events coming up or something like that, or we could use it for if there's going to be a water main busted in an area, those types of things. So what we were looking at is, to start, would be sewer and water, and basically the DDA and CIA is using this system, and it would be split between us and we'll pay what portions we use of it, the percentage that we use. We figure first, it's probably gonna be about 75-25. But also, in future, we may be able to do things with like tax or with elections, things like that. And we can add, you can add 100,000 text for $750 once we have the main system going. So we looked at this as something that might be of value to our residents and also to our groups, the Sewer and Water Department and the DDAs and CIAs. So we were just looking for a vote to approve.
That ends up, there's a link on our website, and the people would go and register. It wouldn't be just, we just text a bunch of people. You have to sign up for it and opt into the text, and then you can get the reminders for your sewer and water bill. Like we said, maybe taxes at some point if we want it. If we get good response and people like it, then we'd like to roll it out to more departments so that people are informed of what's happening or what we're doing, or information that is, sometimes we put on our website, but if you get a direct text, it's a little bit more, you know, a little faster.
When will this go into effect?
He didn't really talk about how long it would take to get it set up. Once we do it, there's probably, they have to sort of put a link on our website and get it set up, so there is some setup, but he didn't really
Yeah, it
tell us
wasn't a lot of time. I don't remember.
He didn't go over like it was
just
gonna be
few
like a
weeks.
6 month, yeah, it was like relatively quick.
Would there be additional costs for other departments, like say for elections, if we wanted to use that for elections, would there be
So,
additional
like we
costs?
said, we're gonna start with like a 75-25, the DDA would, but if the DDA ends up doing all the text, then it, you know, those percentages shift. We started with 75-25 because I would have in the sewer water department the biggest volume of text going out, especially for due dates and things like that. But as other departments wanted it, or like for elections, if you said, we'd like to send out people, hey, don't forget to vote, or register to vote, or here's our voting hours, open, whatever, we can adjust those percentages.
And it comes initially with 200,000 text before we have to pay.
Yeah, the first setup, it comes with 200,000, so we could then divvy out, you know, a percentage or come up with a dollar figure that represents X number of texts or something.
Part of their setup, though, they have an ability to, using a geofence, to gather phone numbers so that we don't have, I mean, I know you said there's a link that people can go and sign up on our website, but they're going to provide
Yeah,
a large.
there'll be a starter of text that we'll send out, and then people will have the option to opt out or stay in. And then the link that's on our website will be additional, like if people hear about it, like, yeah, I'd like to have I want a reminder of my water bills due. When are taxes due? Because taxes are the same, but sometimes if it falls on a weekend or holiday, the date changes. So if we were to send out a text message like that from text, then everyone would know, oh, I don't have to be there on Thursday, I can wait till Monday because it's not due till Monday, or.
And this agreement's a 3-year
Yeah,
commitment?
like just happened.
Yes, it's 3 years.
And when you say 75-25, so the 75 would come from
Sewer and
water,
Yep.
and 25 would come from the other department that's participating, or that's
Well,
actually-
from,
Right now, it'd be the
initially it would
DDA
be
and
DDA.
CA.
Okay.
But if, at some point, then we would base it off, how many texts are you going to use of the pool of 200 that we would have?
Right, that's a
And
lot.
then, yeah, so initially 75% would be paid by sewer and water, 25 to DDA. But if we decided that we're going to use it for elections, there'd be some portion that we would expense to the elections and then credit back to the other two departments, like.
That makes sense.
So, can we selectively send texts? Like you said, a water main break, would it just go to the people that are affected in that area?
Yeah, we would be able to geofence it, yes.
Yes.
All right.
And will this, will they be able to, like, they'll get the reminder to pay their water bill on such and such date, but can they actually pay it on that site as well, or that's just a
No.
reminder?
We can include a link to our site, so,
Okay.
In the
so it would take
text
them to the
message-
pay bill site.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the text message, you can say, if you'd like to pay it now, here's a link to our other website.
Site, okay.
But they couldn't, it's not like a direct, that text you couldn't pay, but the link would get you to our website to pay it.
So it's kind of like that consumers, when there's a power outage, I get a text from, is that kind of something along the same line?
Yeah, it's probably the same type of
Okay.
system.
All right.
Any other questions? We have a motion, don't we? Who made the motion?
Only when we use it.
Oh, okay.
Someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the 3-year contract with TextMyGov to change to the Sewer and Water Department, the DDA, and the CIAs.
Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
I don't think there's any more discussion, is there? We've had it all. Madam Clerk, roll call, please, on approving the 3-year agreement with TextMyGov.
Okay.
Yeah, and splitting it between sewer and water and the authorities.
Trustee McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Burt?
Yes.
Clerk Triplett, yes. Supervisor Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Leverett?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Treasurer Clee?
Yes, ma'am.
And Trustee Todd Lloyd?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next is the 2025 homecoming, the Carmen Ainsworth Homecoming Parade. They need a permit to have their parade. Tom, did you want to say anything about that?
Yes, as we mentioned before, and unfortunately due to a medical issue, Michael Stewart is not able to be here this evening, but they're asking for us to approve the resolution as presented and as has been in the past for the closing of Vance Lake Road and Maple Road for the parade for this year.
So this is the application for the permit. You made the motion, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any questions or discussion? All those in favor of approving the permit for the 2025 Carmen Ainsworth Homecoming Parade signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Action item J, you have the Genesee County Road Commission road agreement. I was pretty sure that we brought this request to the board to do these roads already.
We
did also.
I thought
John,
we
go
did.
ahead. John is the secretary of the Road Advisory Committee.
I sent you a text.
I didn't get it, we're in a meeting.
I just sent you a text.
Oh,
I did some looking while we were sitting there. Minutes had been sent out for our road advisory meetings. And April 10th, we explained, April 10th was our road advisory meeting, and we had approved the projects at March 10th. April 10th, I reported out to the road advisory that I came before the board, presented the road projects, and you guys had approved them. But I don't know the exact date of the board meeting that was at. Sometime between March 10th and April 10th. That's all I know.
so we approve the spending of that. This is an agreement for a permit from the road commission, so if we could approve that, since we've already approved the funding. Someone make the motion to approve the agreement? For what? The
Gene,
road?
Okay.
You were going to say that?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make the motion. I'm going to make the motion that we approve it, the agreement for the road commission.
Which includes the roads we already approved the funding for, Soulgrave,
did it.
Sagamore, Dixon,
And
Hanson,
what John
Wheatland.
just,
Okay.
what John just
Alrighty.
indicated
Is
about
there
the meeting.
Second to the motion?
Cleo second, support.
Any discussion? Now, I know, as we've said in the past, when we do these projects, we have an estimate, it comes to the board, we make that approval on an estimate, but then we have to put it out for bid. And then, based on what that bid comes back, we do what we can with the funding that we have. We won't overspend our 2025 municipal street fund budget. So this is to get the permit. So, Madam Clerk, roll call, please, for the agreement with the Genesee County Road Commission for the permit.
Treasurer Clee?
Yes.
Trustee Leverett?
Yes.
Trustee Todd Lloyd?
Yes.
Trustee McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Burt?
Yes.
Supervisor Miller?
Yes.
Clerk Triplett, yes.
Thank you. So we have a work session board next Monday, 5 PM. Is that good, right? Good time for you? All right, that's a work session with staff. And then our next board meeting will be October 6th. And I don't have any further business. Anybody else? So without objection and no further business, we'll call the meeting adjourned.